Welcome to Buddhism in Daily Life channel. As we grow older, only a few people will truly accompany us until the end of our journey. Choosing the right friends can have a significant impact on our happiness and peace in the later years of life. Today, we'll share about 3 friends you can rely on as you age, helping you avoid loneliness and live a fulfilling life. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss any meaningful content. Join us and explore right now. 1. Trust in yourself is the most important thing. When old age comes, the person we can trust the most is none other than ourselves. In our youth, we have many relationships and friends around us, and it feels like we are always surrounded by loved ones. But over time, those relationships may gradually change, and not everyone will stay by our side forever. There's an old saying, lean on a mountain, and the mountain falls. Lean on a person, and the person leaves. Which reminds us that depending too much on others can lead to disappointment when they are no longer there. It's crucial to understand that at some point, only we can stand firm amidst life's storms. There's an old story I want to share. A man went to a temple and prayed to the Bodhisattva Guanyin to help him through a difficult time. Strangely, he saw Guanyin also praying for herself. When he questioned this, Guanyin replied, "I too have my own difficulties. But the most important thing is to rely on oneself rather than expecting others to help." This story reminds us that everyone faces their own challenges, and if we constantly rely on others, we may lose our own strength. Many elderly people hope to be cared for by their children and family, but if we depend too much on them, we might unintentionally imprison ourselves in the weakness of dependence. In truth, it's only when we know how to take care of ourselves and make our own decisions that we can live strongly and steadily in our later years. 2. A life partner is the most important companion. As we enter old age, aside from ourselves, the most important person we can rely on is our life partner. Throughout our lives, we have many relationships with family, friends, and colleagues, but in the end, the one who accompanies us in the later years is often the person we chose to live with when we were younger. In youth, love often comes with passion, intensity, and sometimes a desire for possession. But as we age, love becomes a deep connection, not just an emotion, but also mutual understanding, sharing, and sacrifice. People often say that in the end, a life partner is the one who remains by your side, helping you through both joys and sorrows. A touching story of love and responsibility that I want to share is about an elderly couple. The wife unfortunately developed Alzheimer's disease, gradually losing her memory and making life increasingly difficult. But instead of leaving her or seeking help from others, the husband chose to stay by her side every day, teaching himself to play the piano to soothe her troubled mind. Every morning, he would sit next to her, pressing each key, playing each note, hoping to bring her comfort and peace. Their love was not just a romantic feeling, but a commitment, a sacrifice, and gratitude after many years together. As we grow older, love is no longer about promises, but about the small actions filled with deep empathy, being present for each other through the ups and downs of life. There's a saying that young people live for love, while the elderly live for gratitude. As we age, especially when health deteriorates and life becomes more challenging, the presence of a life partner brings not only peace, but also warmth and comfort. A life partner will always be there, sharing both the joys and challenges of life. 3. Children, a blessing, but not everything. One of the greatest joys in life is our children. They are our pride, the light that warms our hearts in later years. But as we age, we must remember that children are not the only pillar to rely on. Placing too many expectations and dependence on them can lead to disappointment and imbalance in family relationships. We often hear about relying on children in old age. However, the reality is that each person has their own life to live. No matter how much they love their parents, children still need to build their own lives. Our role as parents is to help our children grow up and become independent, not to burden them with the responsibility of caring for us for life. The English psychologist Sylvia once said that a parent's love for their child is an unconditional love that expects nothing in return. This is very true. The love we give to our children is a sacrifice without expecting anything in return. Yet sometimes we expect too much from our children's care in old age. The most important thing is to let them live their own lives and know that they are strong enough to be independent. Meanwhile, we must learn to live independently and find happiness for ourselves. Many parents, when their children have grown up, become too dependent on them to the point that all their joy and sorrow revolve around their children. This can lead to a sense of emptiness and loneliness when the children leave to build their own lives. Therefore, it's essential to understand that while children bring us joy, our lives should not depend solely on them. We should create a joyful, independent life for ourselves, so that each time we reunite with our children, it's a moment of true happiness, not of expectation or dependence. In conclusion, children are an important part of our lives, but they cannot be everything. Let the love we have for our children be a source of joy and motivation, but don't let it become a burden or dependency. When we learn to live happily and freely, both we and our children will enjoy the moments of reunion without the pressure or responsibility. Thus, in the journey of old age, the three people we can truly rely on are ourselves, our life partner, and our children. Each plays a crucial role, but it is important that we know how to appreciate and understand the value of these relationships. However, the key is not to depend too much on anyone. When we can be confident in ourselves, maintain a deep connection with our life partner, and love our children without expecting too much, we will find peace and happiness in our later years. Old age is not the end, but the beginning of a new chapter in life. Learn to take care of yourself, love yourself, and build happiness for yourself. Though life may be full of challenges, when we know how to live for ourselves and harmonize with our loved ones, everything will become lighter and more meaningful. Thank you for staying with Buddhism in daily life. Always remember that in the final journey of life, yourself, your spouse, and your children are the three important relationships that you need to cherish and understand their true value. If you find this content helpful, feel free to leave your thoughts in the comments section below. We look forward to hearing from you and learning together. Share the video, hit like, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you won't miss out on the next meaningful videos.